Hello, dear Capricorn. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. How is everyone? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience as always. Let's look at your Celtic cross for the mid-September 2019 until end of September time. Dear Capricorn, so challenging. The times have been so challenging, especially Virgo time, quite challenging. We are now slowly moving into the time of Libra. The Sun in about 7 days will be moving into Libra. Mercury and Venus are already in Libra. So Libra is very happy to be hosting Venus, its ruler, and Mercury. So Mercury, Venus are together. This is talking about relationships in a very balanced way, in a very democratic way. So maybe even talking about any wounding, any victim mentality, because they are right across from Chiron. Chiron, which is the victim mentality and the open wound of thyself. It's in Aries and it's in opposition. We did have a full moon in Pisces a couple of days ago, and it activated the end of a cycle. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. And that full moon was conjunct with Neptune. Neptune, which is the ruling planet of Pisces. Neptune can be unconditional love, but it can also be an illusion. And Black Moon Lilith was there, and Black Moon Lilith is very hard. She's like the dark side of Venus. So like a nasty female, nasty, vengeful female. So it can be quite difficult, Black Moon Lilith. So, with full moons, there's always a culmination. Now, having it conjunct with Neptune, which can be an illusion, and Neptune in Pisces being very strong is actually squaring off to Jupiter in Sagittarius. Again, it's home sign. Jupiter expands on everything it touches. So this was the third and last meeting that is actually taking place on the 21st of this month. So we're coming up to that, and this is like, I see it as a bubble bursting, an illusion, something that we were deceived by, because Jupiter can be over optimism and it expands on everything, squaring off to Neptune, which can be the illusion, the deception. Sometimes, even though Jupiter and Neptune are very spiritual, because it's a square, it's like turning a corner. So whatever you've seen or whatever you're going through from the full moon a couple of days ago and in the next couple of weeks, will be very interesting to see. But it was a beautiful full moon in Pisces, very, very spiritual, very, it's the veil thinning, being able to see much more clearer. That's the positive about it. Okay, guys, let's take your cards before I rave on about the astrology anymore. I know you want to see what's going on with the tarot, so let's take your Celtic cross now. I'm using the Connolly tarot. Here we've got Justice, and this is Libra in the now position. Now Jupiter can also be dealing with legalities as well. So let's see what the challenge is. We've got the Devil, which is your card. So this could be legalities around work, around authorities, around the law, because Jupiter can be the law, Capricorn as well. And materialism can also speak of, too much of a good thing is no good, not enough is no good. But here we've got materialism, it's called. And we know what the energy of the devil is. It's like fears. It's fears of an imbalance. It's like legalities again around work, because Capricorn is work. It's putting in the hard work. With Saturn, your ruler, turning direct in a couple of days, things will start to move forward. Yes, it can mean very Saturnian energy, like being in a relationship where there is too much narcissism. That's what I was thinking. Too much narcissism, too many boundaries, too much hard work. The Justice card is, Justice being Libra is relationships, any sort of relationships. So let's see what's at the foundation. We've got the King of Pentacles. In the recent past, the Tower. Crowning your reading is the Knight of Wands. In the near future, we have the Four of Swords. In the position of you is the Seven of Pentacles. In the environment around you is the Five of Cups. In your hopes and fears is the Nine of Cups. And the outcome is strength. So I'm going to say right off the bat, there is someone out there that's listening now which is dealing with someone who is involved with the police in relation to drugs. This could even be, if it's not drugs, then it could be over drinking, too much alcohol. We've got the Nine of Cups here, and this could be a card of fear as well. We've got lots of cups. Five of Cups here. Okay, very Neptunian energy. You know, Neptune and Pisces can be escapism. So this is a message maybe for one or two of you out there. And with the outcome being strength, it's not an easy situation. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the King of Swords. Always in your reading, dear Capricorn, a lot of you have been dealing with Aquarius energy. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily it's Aquarius, of course. It could be any other air sign. Could be Gemini or Libra. We do have Libra here. Okay, we've got Capricorn and Libra. It'd be nice if I could pick up the cards. So we do have Capricorn and Libra here as well. So it's not going to be Aquarius for all of you. But you know, this is the general energy. And the King of Swords is someone who's usually quite fair, quite just, could be quite cold, though doesn't show much emotion. But this could also be anything to do around the law. Again, you know, the King of Swords could be a magistrate, a judge. He could be judging someone, even though you don't have the Judgment card yet. And the Judgment card for me can mean judgment, but it can also mean it's resurrection. So it's a blessing. It's a second chance. The King of Swords, as I said, could be someone who works in the legal field. So you've got the King of Swords as well as the King of Pentacles. Okay, this could be a same-sex relationship as well. Two masculine energies. Now, it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay, this is the general energy. So the King of Swords is someone who is very communicative, very logical. Let's see what he's sitting on. And we have the Five of Pentacles. A sense of lack, being at an imbalance, feeling left out in the cold. But it looks like the angel is ready to take off that blindfold where you could see the truth. And the King of Swords could be someone who is speaking their truth. Looking at the details, calculating. For some of you, of course, this could be the same person. But for others of you, I believe that it's two different people. For others of you, I believe that this could be your energy. Doesn't matter that you're showing up as masculine. Okay? Because the King of Pentacles could be Capricorn. Could be also Taurus or Virgo. So far, I've got Capricorn only as Earth. I don't have another Earth sign. We have in the position of you the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like looking at a situation. Is it worth investing more? Taking a bit of time out, looking at what you're dealing with. In the recent past, the Tower, I personally love the Tower. Usually it can be called the card of destruction. So whatever hasn't been built on solid ground is coming down. A structure is coming down. The challenge here, because the devil can also be structure, too much structure, very Saturnian. So this could be a blessing in disguise. The change here, crowning your reading, Knight of Wands. Usually this is Sagittarian energy. It's movement, it's quick action, it's passionate, it's creative. And this is in the area of career. Some of you may be traveling for work. This could be your energy. It is a card of movement and spontaneity. Now the King of Pentacles could be, he's the solid rock. He's sitting in the distant past position, but also in the foundation, which speaks of security. There is security here. But sometimes the King of Pentacles could be too much about his money, too much about stability, focused only on finances. The positive side to the King of Pentacles is someone that's very dependable, someone that's very grounded. Okay, so different stories for different people. In the near future, we've got the Four of Swords, again, taking that time out, hoping to heal from a past situation, maybe even a past heartbreak, being in between two worlds. It's a 4. 4s always speak of our foundation. In the environment is the 5 of Cups, so this is like looking at the spilt cups. Again, an imbalance, a 5. 5s bring in change. What is the change? That there is an agreement here up on the mantle which you are not concentrating on, you are not focusing on. So if we look at the 5 and the 9, that's 14 cups. That's very Sagittarian. Some of you may also be on the cusp with Sag. You may be, you know, at the beginning of, I should say at the end of Sagittarius, just, you know, right on the first days of Capricorn. So the outcome is courage, trust, knowing that you can tame this wild beast. This could be, the wild beast could be your higher self. Okay, this could be your energy. Leo is here. Leo speaks of true love. It speaks of the heart. Knowing that you can master any situation here, but it's going to take a lot of internal strength and trust in your ability. Let's take some more cards. I'd like to look at the Twin Flame Oracle by Mystic Moon and see what Capricorn is dealing with. Dear Spirit, what is Capricorn dealing with? Mid-September to end September 2019. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take the card that's at the top so I don't see the rest of the pile. We've got regret. These are regret, shame. These are all dark feelings. They're lower vibrational feelings. Sometimes we do need to go through them. So there is a sense of regret here, and I see it especially with the 5 of Cups. I feel that some of you, those of you that were dealing with a King of Swords, which is an air sign, many times I said Capricorn has been dealing with Aquarius forever. A lot of you have, you know, either mended a situation or you've left an Aquarian behind. It looks like they're the ones, if they've got water in their chart, they're the ones that are regretful for what they did in the past. Let's see what else we've got. We've got stuck, which is very much like the devil. Stuck in those dark feelings, stuck in a situation where it's hard to get out of. That's why the challenge is the devil. Saturn is really pushing your buttons, dear Capricorn. And that I think that once he turns direct, things will start to change. Let's take another card, and we've got understanding. And that's the reason why we've got these emotions here, because the divine is sending you, vibrational information on and understanding on why you are stuck, what the reason is. Let's take another 3 more cards for more clarity. We have awakening, yes. With the awakening card, this is coming after the understanding, okay? So all these challenges are not for no reason. They're not in vain. It's a time of awakening. That's why we are going through these difficult energies with Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node in your sign. Everyone is feeling these trials and tribulations, not only you, dear Capricorn. Okay, on a collective scale, the whole world is feeling these energies. And we've got the chakra healing here. I believe that with the understanding, the messages coming from divine, for those of you that can meditate, please do so. This will help your healing, and this will balance out and straighten your chakras if you know how to. It is a blessing if you can. But I believe that the divine will bring you the healing through your awakening. And the awakening is very much the Tower. And that's why I feel that the Tower for me is always positive, even though it feels like it's life-threatening or it's such a huge change that it can be quite shocking. It is for a purpose. As I said, it's not in vain. And you have surrender. That's what it's all about, surrendering. Surrendering, and this does bring up the hangman, the hanging man, and this is Poseidon, Neptune in Pisces, very strong. And we've got the devil again, bound at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. This is Capricorn. For those of you, or for your partner, if you've been in a relationship and they've been very narcissistic. Now, I know that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so for those of you that are watching, that have been in your dark energy, working through your shadow selves, and this is natural, it's physical. You've got Pluto, you've got the South Node, and Saturn. For those of you that have gone through the dark night of the soul, and you've been an influence on others in a negative way, then, and as I see this card in the challenge position, two very different cards. As you could see here, this is not the devil in actual fact. It is Christ. He looks like he's going through all these trials and tribulations, as I said, not in vain. Again, I'm going to say it, not in vain. Sometimes the universe can be quite harsh with us because we need to awaken, because we need to go through the dark night of the soul and purge, which is Pluto, patience. Working through these energies are not easy, obviously, but the divine has got something else in store for you. You've gone through these energies. Now you may be dealing with someone else who's gone through these energies, and you should know through this reading that there is an awakening and a healing because of surrender. When we do not surrender, then it can be very harsh. This card is very important here. It's talking about your story and exactly what you need to do. For those of you that are being beaten and, what can I say, being put through the mud, as with a stuck card here, you're stuck in the mud. It's harsh. I can see that. Then this is a time of purging and a time of going through that dark night of the soul, again, to clear the energy. When the wheel of fortune is down, it will go back up, and it's asking for you to be patient. A couple more days to go, dear Capricorn. What can I say? It's harsh, I know. I feel it, and for some of you, it's going to be harder for others. Not everyone is on the same scale. Let's take more cards. I want to see your love lives and what's going on with that. Just as Jesus was crucified and he suffered, that's what this card, I think, is depicting here. He did not suffer in vain, though. So there is a divine purpose behind your difficulties. As I said, not everyone is on the same scale. Please, Spirit, Capricorn and in love. Capricorn, you deserve love. You've been through the ringer. Okay, you deserve love. Things are going to change. You are lovable. Okay, many times it can be bigger than us, and we can need to draw up as much strength as we can from those reservoirs that we keep for times like these. You've got it within you, dear Capricorn. You can do this. Let's take another card. We've got give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And what else? One more card. Those of you that are letting go of a narcissistic, I would say more than likely air sign, then justice is here. Libra is here. For those of you that are trying to work through problems, your problems, especially now with Mercury and Venus in Libra, it is a time of bringing in the equilibrium, equality. If the scales were unbalanced, they will start to balance. The conversations, the mentality of being the victim, even if it's not the mentality. God, I'm chewing my words. If it's not victimization, if it's not a mentality of being the victim and it's really that you've been the victim, then it is saying that with the Tower, things are going to change, okay? Through strength, through meditation, through your beliefs, especially with Jupiter. Jupiter being in Sagittarius, squaring over to Neptune, that is spirit. Pisces and Sag are all about spirituality. Spirit is here. There is help. Now we've got the card of attraction as well, and I believe that the King of Pentacles could be someone that is here for you. Some of you, this is your energy. For others of you, this is another person that is around your home. Someone who is the rock, as I said. You could be working with this person. For others of you, what can I say? I mean, you may be going through a legal situation, and you will find the balance. And, you know, the romance angels are saying that you do deserve love. You do deserve love. It does say give your relationship a chance. For those of you that are holding on to your relationship, whether it's been challenged by escapism, by the law, whatever Saturnian matters you're dealing with the materialism card here. Now here we've got you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. there is a very strong attraction. For some of you, you know, the devil could also be a very sexual attraction. Too much. Okay, too much of a good thing, as I said before, is no good. Okay, there needs to be a healthy balance. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's got addictions where sexuality is concerned. For everyone, it's going to be different. And here we've got keep an open mind. Okay, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So this is someone who is different. Okay. Okay, what I'd like to do now is I would like to take 3 Lenormand. Let's see what the Lenormand cards say, and then I'm going to take more cards for clarity. Capricorn. Please, Spirit, Capricorn. Just a little bit more patience, dear Capricorn, for those of you that are still in this bound energies. Some of you, this could even be psychological fears that you are dealing with. One moment, please. Okay, so Capricorn, please, Spirit. Mid-September to end of September. Let's take 3 cards. We have the flowers, the gift, the offer, and this is a 9. This bouquet is it could also be an apology. Okay, could also be an apology. Also with the flowers, the attraction. For some of you, you may receive flowers unexpectedly. Someone is attracted. We're thinking, we're going to take more cards. We're going to see who it is. But I think that there is an attraction here, and some of you may not know about it. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. We've got number 29, the female. The female is, there's a lot of sexuality here. She's wearing the glyph of Venus. It is a time of love, balance within love. Now she's a number 29, which equals an 11. Okay, she's the very, she must be a fire sign. That's what I see with this female. For some of you, this could be your energy, but I think that this is probably someone else in your life, because she's more passionate, she's more spontaneous. Capricorn is quite the opposite, actually. Very grounded, very earthy. So let's see what else we've got. And we've got the tree, which is your lineage, your health, your family, putting in those, you know, those foundations. We've got a beautiful rainbow here. So after the thunder, after that hurricane, after the thunder and the lightning comes tranquility. Okay, after the darkness comes the light. So it's like a storm that's been brewing and it's hitting its peak, and then after that storm comes the rainbow, right? Beautiful. And this is speaking of setting down those roots. This is like health, it's long life, it's all those beautiful things. So yes, it is a number 5. I know 5s bring in change. 5 is also the Hierophant, which can mean a very strong attraction or an offer to take a relationship to the next level, to make it stable. Okay, there's so many, it's like there's so many pentacles here. It does remind me of the 10 of Pentacles, very much so. So we've got 38, 43, they add up to a 7. So again, that's Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has got to say to Capricorn. Let's take a message from Spirit for you, dear Capricorn. What do you need to know? It did get a little bit dark with your reading at that point, but I feel with the energies are clearing away with your ruling planet moving direct. Capricorn. Dear Spirit, please, Capricorn. And we have a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So for those of you that have got a mum that's still in life, go reach out. If you need help, your mother is there for you. For those of you that your mums have passed on, she is with you in spirit. And I got the goosebumps as I was reading this card. So for those of you that do not have a mum, and there is someone around you that's very mother-like with you, and you need the support, don't forget them. Reach out when you need them. You know, that's very important. Very important message. I'm getting the goosebumps all over. A mother's love. Wow. Wow. Goosebumps on my goosebumps. Very, very strong message. Let's look at more cards for you, dear Capricorn. In the now position. So on top of the Justice card and the Devil, the Mother. I knew it. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. I knew it. And I was going to say, let's see if the Empress shows up. Your mother is here for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Now the Empress is Libra and Taurus. So this King of Pentacles, if it's not your energy, there could be double meanings in the cards, always. This could be a Taurian person that is the rock for you. So Capricorn could be teaming up with Taurus. Actually, yeah. If I'm looking at your sign, all earth signs are connected with a trine, which is very positive. Now Uranus is faintly, widely trining over to your sign. So Uranus is the tower for me. And Uranus rules Aquarius, as well as we call this card the card of Scorpio as well, which is all about transformation. You did have the Purge, which is Pluto. We've got Pluto and Saturn here, and this is very karmic. It's Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in your sign. So no wonder you're going through this. But your mother is here. The Empress is expansion, growth, love, sexuality. What I noticed is the cross that she's wearing on her chest. So for those of you that are very religious, keep the faith at this time. You will come out of this dark, difficult time, okay? The Empress, again, is the mother of earth. She brings in all those beautiful, beautiful values. Taurus, value, comforts. And she's not only material comforts, but she's also comfort where democracy is concerned, where relationships is concerned, because Libra likes to be in balance and in harmony. So this is like, you know, it's a healing quality on top of your open wound. Let's take another card on the King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. So at the base of your reading is a lot of worry and anguish. And again, look at the hands that are tied, very much like the Devil. So obviously these restrictions, because the Devil is restriction, it's Saturnian. Some of you may be working with this King of Pentacles, and he's someone who's very Saturnian. So it's time to move on, people. It's time to walk out. We go to work to produce, not to be bullied, right? So whoever is being bullied, it's time to move on. Let's look at that Tower. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So out of the blue, unexpectedly comes an offer, comes an offer of love. This could be a water sign, could be any sign really. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's look at the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Cups is actually looking straight at the Empress. There could be more maturity if you are taking on the energy of the Empress. Let's say that someone is looking at you like this. You are being seen as the Empress, so you're very beautiful, you're very loving. And the Knight of Cups is someone who has sort of got cold feet. Do I move forward? Do I go and offer my cup? Do I go and offer my apology? Whoever this is. Okay, the Empress and the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups could also be a young adult, right? The Empress could be the mother, and the Knight of Cups could be a young adult. Let's take a card on that Knight of Wands. And we've got the Six of Wands, which is a card of recognition and success. A lot of you are very successful in what you do. You're being noticed. All that hard work, that quickly recognition is coming in, because the Knight of Wands is taking you above the Six of Wands, above and beyond the recognition. So let's take the Four of Swords now. We've got the Page of Wands. So this is a message that's coming through. Someone who's willing and wanting to take a risk, go on that adventure, send that message of passion. Pages come in to bring change. There is vitality, there is inspiration, passion, and creativity here. Okay, for those of you that have been working really, really hard, it's time to take a risk, time to go on that adventure. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, very Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius is all about higher education, people at a distance from foreign cultures, different backgrounds. Sagittarius is also the guru, it's the teacher, and it's also, of course, it's spirit. So Page of Rods is wanting to take that adventure, wanting to go and do what they desire. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Swords. Yeah, so some of you are still in a love triangle, still going through this. Maybe you are connected to someone sexually. Maybe you are not happy with your partner. For those of you that are in a committed partnership or relationship, you may have stepped out of your partnership, and this could go the other way, of course. Some of you could be heartbroken if you were dealing with someone that stepped out of the relationship. Again, the heartbreak could be due to dealing with someone who has been in trouble with the law, or needs healing, needs to go and get some help. Let's look at that Five of Cups. And we've got the Seven of Cups again. More Neptunian energy. More. Let's look at that Nine of Cups. That's a lot of cups there. We've got the Page of Cups here now. The Page of Cups is holding that 10th cup. It's right on top of the 9. 9 and 10 cups. And here we've got 22 altogether. 22 cups. Now 22 it's a master number. Usually we can't add it. So, you know, the Page of Cups can be an offer that comes in unexpectedly. It can also be, again, an apology. We've got the Page and we've got the Knight. So the Page will have turned into the Knight. You've always been hoping for this offer to come through, and it is. It's coming in. It came in unexpectedly in the recent past. Now, the recent past is quite different for everyone. So this could be the energy that you're working through right now. Let's look at that Strength card, and we've got the Magician, which is Mercury, communication. This is like as above, so below. Whatever's going on up there is affecting you. It's a mirror image on this 3D plane. And the Magician can also be a manifester, starting new. Remember what I said, the Page of Rods, someone who is willing to take a risk. And the Magician can also be business because it rules Gemini and Virgo. Virgo is the daily routine. It's also the health. And the Gemini is commerce. It's working within a small group. It's siblings, neighbors, people that are close to you and in your neighborhood. And it's also written, spoken, like verbal communication. Let's look at this Three of Swords. And we've got the Ace of Cups. So I would say that after heartbreak, maybe because of timing, if I look at these three cards only, there has been a sort of a stop energy. Stop and let's see. Let's see, let's calculate, let's count, let's do the math. And timing sometimes can be quite harsh. For some of you, the waiting has been too harsh. It's been about 4 or 5 months with Saturn. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning. A new beginning. This, for some of you, you may be filling your own cup. Yes. But usually I do see this with the Page of Cups here. He's holding that Ace of Cups. Now, if we put these together from the same deck, there's 8 cups here. So this is moving on. And if we put the 5 together, that's 13. It's purging. It's transforming. Right? So with the 7 of Cups, that's like not being able to see clearly. Not seeing the forest from the trees. But with that full moon in Pisces, because this is a Piscean energy, as I said, that bubble is burst. And it's better to be able to see the truth, see through the veil, and see what the truth is, so we can know where we're at, right? The Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning. This is the hand of God offering you that cup. Let's take one more card on the 7 of Cups in the environment position. Sometimes they do say it's better to have choices than not to. So that's the blessing within the 7 of Cups. And 7 again is the divine. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, another 5. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. 2 people feeling left out in the cold. But there is... behind them is help. As I said, keep the faith. Hold on to your faith. 5s bring in change. So this could even be losses of money. Losing some pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a sense of lack. Let's take another card. And there's that 8 of Cups again. Moving on. Moving on from, I would say, moving on from a feeling and a sense of lack. That's what I feel. I'm going to take one card on the King of Swords. I want to see what he's all about. And here's the general energy. And we've got the Page of Pentacles, which speaks of, the Page of Pentacles could be a message that's coming through that has potential for growth. But I need more information, please, Spirit. And we've got the Queen of Rods now. Lots of characters. The Queen of Wands is fiery. She is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You did have the Strength card here. So some of you are dealing with someone who's got strong Leo in their chart. Could be Earth as well. But I believe that this is a beginning with a because the child here, the pages are always turning that new page. The message comes in which offers either this is an offer of money or an offer of stability or a message that's going to ground you. Now, the Queen of Rods is someone who's spontaneous, someone who acts. So they're very different energies. Now, this could even be a family. This could be a family. And I believe, dear Capricorn, that your energy is the Queen of Wands. You are the Queen of Wands here. So you're a very strong individual here. You're showing up as very strong, very passionate, but also very lucky. The Queen of Wands is the lucky queen. So I think that you are going for what you desire. Remember how I said you're purging, you're speaking your mind, and you're going for what you are inspired to do. For some of you, this could also be that you are a business owner of a very creative venture and you call the shots. And you could be starting something new. Now, you could be doing a new business where you are needing the help, the services of a legal representative, okay? Or just getting the advice. Getting advice. For those of you that are dealing with a divorce, then you could be going for advice on what you can do in relation to child support, because, as I said, the page could be a child, okay? And the King of Swords could be a previous partner or a solicitor. And with the card of a mother's love, with the page here and the King of Swords, this could be an individual message that the child is in trouble with the law. Remember, with the devil energy, the challenge, and you are taking charge. You are going to be the empress. You are going to be the one in charge to take care of your beloved child, especially with the mother's love card here. And this could be ancestral help as well. So this could be, let's say, the grandmother, and then we've got the mother, and then we've got the child here, right? Okay. Lots of messages, lots and lots of messages. I'm going to take one more card on this bound energy here. The devil, the shadow, the fear-based energy. Bound by some situation. Let's take the card. And we've got the King of Swords again. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to say thank God for the law here. Thank God for the law. Okay. King of Swords has shown up twice in your reading. What I'd like to do now is take some Sibilas. Not many because time is running. We have the Speranza, which is the card of hope, and I'm looking at the now position. 8 of Cups. This is also a card of fear. So let's see. Don't lose hope. Keep the faith, dear Capricorn. The worst is nearly over. We've got the Ace of Swords, but it's the dispiacere, which can be tears. Tears of having to cut someone out. Let's see what the third card is, and then I will tell you. Messaggero, messages coming from afar. Legalities, 11, it's Libra. News coming from afar. And what's that news all about? What's that news all about, dear Spirit? And we've got death and transformation, Scorpio. So the news is that purging is taking place. Transformation is happening. More news is coming through. More communication. 2 of Swords. You're going to have to make some sort of a decision. This is like not being... It's the 5 of Swords. Having to do battle. Having to go through the legal... how do we say it? The legal steps. Let's see what else we've got. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. Thank God. Saved by the bell. Pleasant conversations around a table. Conversing with people. And this is the Ace of Cups. Thank God for that. Let's take, what I'd like to see is the final outcome. And we've got the Strength card as well as the Magician. We have Alegria, merriment and happiness. 9 of Wands. You've been through a lot, but you can still stand. You're still standing. Here we've got Delirante, the silly actions. 9 of Pentacles. Very Virgo. But, you know, this is support. You know, these people have committed silly actions. They've been drunk, but they're supporting each other. So this is support through family and friends. And we've got, all of a sudden, out of the blue comes Consolante Sorpresa. And this is like the Magician, like the Tower. So this is the 6 of Wands successfully receiving something left-wing, unexpected. This is like the Tower. Some sort of a blessing comes in. And this is the help of the divine. Like, seriously, it is the help of the divine. It's Uranus in Taurus. Now, what I'd like to do is that I would like to take a twin flame messages from Mystic Moon. And I'd like to see, I'm going to take 3 cards. And these 3 cards will be because we've got 2 kings, for some of you it's going to be the same person. The King of Pentacles with the King of Swords. Doesn't matter which King of Swords, we've got him twice. So I'm going to take 1 card on the King of Swords, 1 card on the King of Pentacles, and 1 card on the Knight of Cups. Just in case, for everyone it's a different story. You know if this is your story. Let's look at the King of Swords first. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. He's doing a shifty. He's leaving. He is stepping out of the story. He's trying to get away with something. He doesn't want to face the music. So, very cowardly. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in your foundation. I'm not the same person that you remember. Not the same person that you remember. Let's take 1 more on the King of Pentacles. 1 more. You've been in my dreams. You've been in my dreams. So this person is actually dreaming of you. This is not your energy, obviously. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. And we got, we will be together again. And I think that for many of you, the King of Pentacles, which is the Rock, I think that this is the person that is the same as the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups here. The offer is coming from them, and therefore they must have, if it is a Taurian that you're dealing with, then their 7th house is Scorpio. That's why there is so much water here. So, would you like to ask a question? Hopefully my cards can answer it for you, dear Capricorn. I know there are so many messages here. This is a general reading. So many messages. Please, Spirit, if you could answer the question for Capricorn as well as you can, very much appreciated, and thank you in advance. Capricorn, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Capricorn, mid-September 2019. Mid-September or roughly there, because they're going through a lot. Let's take the card, dear Capricorn. And you have within the next few months. Within the next few months. Let me read quickly from the book. And I've got lots more readings to do. Thank you so much for your patience. and your support. Let's read the book. In the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are also involved. So keep the faith while all of the pieces of the puzzle come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. Because it will. It says within the next few months, Saturn is going to start to pick up slowly, speed. And I believe that around about when Jupiter moves into your sign, beginning of December, that's going to be quite the show, the fireworks. So Jupiter logically brings blessings, but he can expand on difficulties as well. So it's going to be sort of up and down. Generally speaking, Jupiter is a blessing. So I will leave you with that, dear Capricorn. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me and my channel. Sending you lots of love. I'd love to hear your comments. I know there's going to be a lot. Again, many blessings to all of you, and keep the faith. Talk to you soon, guys.